Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Dental Momentum Podcast, powered by Duckett Ladd Dental CPAs and Advisors. Jared Duckett back at you with another video to make you get better. So today, guys, diving into production, right? Remember the scorecard you guys took, 8 different categories, starting out with production. So picture the water spigot, right? I'm going to keep going back to this analogy. The water spigot, if you ever get underneath your house and look at it, it's got the main water line splitting off, going right into that spigot. What we're going to talk about is production, right? Production is what fills up that main line running into that spigot. Okay, and the question is, we're going to talk about today, are you at capacity? Do you have enough production flowing into that pipe, or is that pipe only halfway full, 3/4 of the way full, whatever, right? So the number one metric that I like to see in a dental practice that I'm going to assume, or not assume, I'm going to say a lot of people probably don't track is what we call revenue per full-time equivalent. Okay. What that means, full-time equivalent, is the full-time employees in your practice, your team members. Okay. If you got one full-time person, that equals 1. All right. If you've got a part-time person, maybe get a part-time hygienist that only works 2 days a week, that's 0.5. Okay. That's the calculation. All right. And we're going to look at what is a good metric for that. So let's go through an example. All right, let's say in your practice, you got a front desk, you've got 2 assistants, you've got 2 hygienists, and you've got 1 owning doctor, right? Let's just say all of those team members are full-time, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to not include the owning doctor, all right, but you're going to look at those other team members. So you got the front desk, 2 assistants, 2 hygienists, you got 5 full-time equivalents, right? Okay, that's your denominator. All right, what's the numerator? It's the revenue per full-time equivalent. So the numerator is the revenue for the year, all right, or a monthly basis. We're going to dumb it down here to monthly basis, okay? And what you need is what I consider a full, right, production pipe going into your spigot is $20,000 to $25,000 of production per full-time equivalent. Okay, so let's go back to that 5 full-time equivalents, right? If you have 20,000 per on a monthly basis, that's $100,000 a month of production coming into that pipe. That's where that $20,000 per full-time equivalent comes on a monthly basis. Does that make sense? Now I want to show of hands. How many out there know that number? Not a lot of people. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just a lot of people don't look at it that way. But I want to start at the source of this spigot. What is the production coming into your practice? And we're going to talk about what the production looks like, how you increase it, how to increase the flow into that spigot. Okay, so the exercise today, 2 things, all right? Go calculate right now, go calculate for last year, let's say, what your net adjusted production was for the year. Okay, what is that on an annual basis? Let's say it's 1.2 million, easy math. Okay, divide it by 12 to get to a monthly deal. All right, so you had 100K per month. Now add up the number of full-time equivalents, put 0.5 for part-time, etc. All right, get that denominator, and then divide that $100,000 example number by the full-time equivalents. Our example was 5 to get to revenue per FTE. All right, go calculate that. That's going to start everything here in our production discussion. Then we're going to go further. If it's not full, what we can do, what it's made up of, all that fun stuff. So the exercise for today, calculate revenue per FTE, know it in your practice, all right? And we can see how you're doing and then how we can make you better. So guys, hope you make a great week, keep getting better. We'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.